So very simply, 1822 we can then say Shunyavad. Very simply, right?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily Shunyavad. A Charvaka is not a Shunyavad. Shunyavadi also might be included. But Charvaka, the one who believes that the only thing that is real is your body and this world and make the best of it, is not a Shunyavadi.
Okay.
Not a Shunyavadi. He is not a Vadi at all.
Bhogi. He's a Bhogi.
He's a Bhogi. That's it. He doesn't talk about Atma. He doesn't. See, Atma doesn't exist is one thing. Atma exists and it is Shunyam is another state. Look at that. Atma doesn't exist. You are as good as the body. You are talking about some Atma which is Apaurushayam and which is Nityam, Ajaha and all. No, that doesn't exist at all. He's not saying you are Atma and that Atma is Shunyam. That is different. That is Bauddha. Bauddha says Atma exists and that existence is Shunyam, non-existence. Non-existence is your nature. That is Shunyavad. But he's not talking about non. He hasn't gone to any study of Atma is not there at all for a Bhogi. So Bhogi appears like a Shunyavadi, but no. Shunyavadi is a thinking person. He's thought through stuff. And he has meditations and this and that. But this Charvaka, for him, meditation is irrelevant and useless. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So you can ask the question, in which category will you put the Shunyavad? Okay. Because Buddhas, we respect Buddhas. They are very good when it comes to dharma. So upasanas, they're all very good. So the final analysis is what we disagree with them. So we do respect them in terms of what they have to offer. It can't be sattvic and jnana. So let's start eliminating. Okay. Is it rajasam or tamasam? This is what we have to ask.
So some Buddhas, there is no Atma in some Buddha thinking, right? Not all Buddha thinking is saying that there is Atma and it's non-existent. Some of them say there is nothing. I mean, beyond your mind, there is nothing. That's what they say. So you can put them in the Rajasic category, at least that form of thinking. And there is no unification of they say that the whole idea of Ekam Advitiyam is meaningless in their sense, right? So definitely can't be Sattvic. Definitely can't.
Not Sattvic. Definitely not Sattvic. So you can put it in Rajasic perhaps. You can probably put it in Rajasic. Okay. Tamasic, I don't know. You can just pick something and then if you want to give them some credit, you put them in Rajasic category. Okay, Vaidya, go ahead.
Jaykumarji, in verse 1822, where you have the, this Ekasmin Karye Saktam. So that basically the Karya is a body. Is that correct? And Ekasmin Karya is the individual body.
Correct.
And Saktam is the commitment to that individual body.
Saktam is this deeply entrenched idea that that body is me. That body is me alone. There's nothing other than the body that is me.
Okay.
Right.
And then
so Karya can actually be translated as Kaya. Kaya means body.
Oh. Oh.
Ekasmin Kaye. You can understand it as Kaye.
Mm-hmm. But body is also Karya, right?
Yeah, body is Karya, of course. That's why we are interpreting the Karyam here as Kaya.
Okay. 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 So, and that Shankara says like that.
Shankara, I have to see what he says. Okay. We'll look it up. We'll look it up.
Okay. No, that's curiosity. Okay. Then Haitukam is basically illogical. Hetu is cause or logic. And then Haitukam is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. And what is the I mean, I missed this part where, the next verse in the next line, sorry, the second line of 22 verse, you have atatvartha, artha. So how do you split that?
The split is atatvarthavat is one word. Then alpam is the next word.
Okay. So
Atat,
atatvartha is what? What does that mean?
Let's talk about tattvartha. Okay. Tattvam artham yasya saha means your knowledge is not going to take you to tattvam. The idea that you're encouraging is not going to purpose. Artham is purpose.
It's
Artham is purpose.
atatvam.
Tattvam is not the purpose. The purpose of our life is to go towards tattvam, is to go towards Brahma Vidya, Atma Vidya, tattvam. Tattvam is truth. Tasya bhavaha tattvam. So finally, truth we want to go to. But this is atatvartha. It won't lead you to the truth of the self. Vat means what? That knowledge has that attribute of not helping you at all to go towards it.
So vate is of atatva.
Vat means that knowledge has that attribute. Vat has.
Like Balavat.
Like Bhagavat. Correct.
Okay,
Bhagavat.
got it.
Bhagaha
Okay.
asya asti iti Bhagavat.
Yeah.
That which has Bhaga is called Bhagavan.
Yeah. And then the front part is atatvam.
Correct. Atatvartha.
Correct.
Atatvartha. It does not
Atatvartha.
have
Tatvartha and atatvartha.
artha means purpose. That which does not have the purpose of giving me the truth, tattvam, is called atatvarthavat.
And alpam is limited.
Correct. Alpam is trivial knowledge. You can't even claim it as knowledge. That's alpam.
Okay. Thank you, Jacob.
Maybe useful knowledge, alpam. That's why we won't say it's absolutely useless. It's useful to survive, no doubt. But that's about it. Yeah. Haraprasad ji, please.
Namaste. Can you hear me?
Now, yes.
Okay, good. I didn't get what is Paratpara. How do you define it?
Right.
And I got one more question. Yeah, go ahead.
Sure. So Haraji is talking about a word I introduced in the Dhyanam today morning. And so this Antarjyotihi, Bahirjyotihi, Pratyak Jyotihi, Parat Paraha. So Parat Paraha is a typical usage where Paraha means, let's say, great, superior. Okay, suppose you say that. Whatever I consider as great, you come up with whatever I consider as great. This Atma is greater than that. Parat Paraha. Greater than that. Okay. Suppose I say peace of mind is great. Atma is greater than peace of mind also. Suppose I say anything, whatever you say is great. Atma is greater than that. Okay. Suppose I say Ishvara is great. God is great, So Ishvara is great. Atma is greater than Ishvara also. Because Ishvara has virtues Isha. Aishwaryam is there for Ishvara. And so some qualities are there. He can protect me. He is a protector also. He is a sustainer. So many attributes are there. Atma is Ishwarat Paraha also. Because Atma sustains the whole thing. Without having any guna, it sustains. And so every Ishta Devata, every Devata depends on Atma. So Devat Paraha it is. Atma is. So it's a way of saying that it is. It is. Nothing is greater than Atma. That is the meaning of Parat Paraha. Nothing can be found.
And the second thing is, so in the 20, 21, and 22 slokas, 21 talks about Sattvika Jnana, which leads to Avyaya Ekam Atma. And in 22, which talks about Tamasa Jnanam, we talk about Aneka Atma. What about Rajasic knowledge?
Right.
Where does that?
So we know the two extremes. One extreme is Sloka 20, which is Advaita Jnana. And the other extreme is 22, which is Tamasika Jnana, which is no philosophy at all, which is just, hi, bye, that's kind of relationship, and we have to make it out in this life. And this is the only life. This is the only life. But Rajasika Jnanam is a bit more advanced than the Tamasika Jnanam. Why? This is not the only life. I did survive. I was a survivor before. Now I'm a survivor. I will continue to survive after death. So that's a big jump. That's a big jump from the Tamasika Jnana. Okay, big jump, because now there is a continuity. Now I'm going from mortality to immortality. Because I survive means I'm immortal. I had previous janmas, I'm going to have future janmas. If I say, then immediately I'm talking about the immortal jiva. Immortal jiva. So that's a huge jump. So Rajasika Jnanam is not ordinary. Every religious person has Rajasika Jnana. Vaidika. I'm talking about Vaidikas. Because that person, thanks to the Shraddha in the Veda, knows about Jiva as being imperishable. That is how we can believe in past Janma and Punarjanma. Jiva has to be imperishable. Only then you can have these things. And so, that's Rajasika Jnanam comes under that. A religious person has Rajasika Jnanam. But now from religion, you've got to use religion to push yourself up to what? You want to use the word spirituality. What is spirituality? If you ask, hey, this so-called immortal jiva that is there, that immortal jiva is you, that is ajaha, nityaha, avinashi, that is your essence. You don't need to go to heaven in order to be protected by God. If somebody says, then that is Advaita Jnanam. That is Sattvika Jnanam. If that is not there, I am stuck in Rajasika Jnana. Even that benefit is not there of that jiva being immortal. That is Tamasika Jnana. So you can roughly say a materialist, a religious, and a spiritual person. Roughly, you can translate. So if somebody asks, is a spiritual person not religious? No, spiritual person, only a religious person can be a spiritual person. And that's why when some people come listen to Advaita Vedanta, they become very religious also. They become religious because it's a religion is meant for me, for my antakarana shuddhi. And so definitely we can't reject that dharma. Thanks for that question, Haraj. Yeah, thank you. Anything else? Okay, 1861, Surendra Vatve is saying. What is 1861? ईश्वर सर्वभूतानां हृद्देशेऽर्जुन तिष्ठति भ्रामयन् सर्वभूतानि यन्त्रारूढानि मायया. Okay. Okay. So roughly that also can be used. Yeah. Yeah. Vaidya, Mahesh, then Prema.
So, Jaykumarji, my question now is on that verse number 1821. The verse itself doesn't mention any of this ideas, right? It just says that, I mean, it doesn't talk about Atma, it doesn't talk about, Punarjanma, Punyam, Papa, and all that. So how do you make that connection? I mean, it's saying that may you know the knowledge by which one knows distinctly the manifold natures of different beings, different kinds of beings as Rajasa. That's all it says, right?
You cannot understand the shloka using a translation. You have
Exactly.
to understand the shloka, then come up with a translation.
Correct. No, that is very true. That's why you need a sampradaya. Correct. Otherwise, Chat GPT won't understand Bhagavad Gita at all.
Translation, using the translation to figure out the shloka, you can get stuck.
Right.
You can get stuck. So
Correct. Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is, we are now a little bit better than the average student. We meaning your class attendees, having having been here for so many years, but so we are able to at least make some connection. Here, there's no connection possible. That's why I'm struggling.
right. So that's the.
Sorry, when man doesn't have normal intelligence, how can he depend on artificial intelligence?
That's true. That is true also.
Relation we make between the two extremes. So Hara talked about the two extremes, 20 and 22. So anything which is neither Sattvika Jnanam nor Tamasika Jnanam will be
Yeah.
Rajasic.
Rajasignana.
So all
Okay.
these ideas can be brought in because it's all Rajasic.
Right.
And so Swami, in fact, Paramathanandaji said one thing. He said, hey, this idea of karma and karma phalam, punyam and papam is there. I want to gain more punyam by doing my shraddha, etc. And so that at least when it comes to shraddha, people are very careful because this relates to people who have passed away. I don't want to get caught on the wrong side. And so minimum I must do shraddha. I may not do other karmas, but shraddha I have to do. And so that is Rajasic Jnana. Why? Because it is still within the framework of karma and karma phala, cause and
Right.
effect. And so Atma is beyond cause and effect, beyond karana, karya vilakshanam Atma it is. Therefore, so all that punyam, papam, swarga, naraka, everything, this whole transmigration and migration, everything is going to comes under that 21st law.
Okay. No, that is helpful. That's helpful. So you have two boundary conditions like this. You have the tamasic and then sattvic. So has to be rajasic. So then I had one technical question. So the first pritaktvena comes for what part? The pritaktvena to yajnanam, nana bhavan pritakvidan.
Pratakvidhan. Correct. So let's see what Shankaracharya. Okay, what is this? 16. So, Manmana Bhava. Okay. Right. So, Prithaktvena tu, Shankaracharya says, Bhedena Pratishariram Anyatvena. That's what he says for this Prithaktvena. Means all bodies are different. That distinctness, Pratishariram, he's saying Pratishariram. Yes, each body is different. Each body is
Yeah.
different. And then,
So all bodies should be taken in parenthesis.
correct. All bodies in parenthesis. Yad jnanam nana bhavan. Now he is giving the attribute of those bodies. He's saying, Bhinnan Atmanaha. Atmanaha Bhinnan. So that's actually a crucial word. Different from Atma. Across words. Okay. Nana Bhavan means different from Atma, because if it is Atma cannot have Pritak. And so, but here this guy thinks Atmanaha Bhinnan Pritak Vidhan Pritak Prakaran Bhinna Lakshanan Ityartha. So the different bodies have different attributes. Different bodies have different attributes. It is true. Bhinna Lakshana. So that Pritak Vidhan refers to qualities. Pritak Prakaran Bhinna Lakshana. So that second Pritak is different varieties of different attributes. Different varieties of attributes. And the first one is different bodies. The first differentiation is bodies. Second level of differentiation is different. Each bodies all have different attributes. Means different types. That's why I brought in this animals, plants, everything I said there. I said it to highlight that fact that bodies are different, species are different, and the way they function, everything is very, very different. And that's what Shankara says. Bhinna Lakshana Nityartha Pratak Prakaran.
Then you said Nana Bhavan means different from Atma.
Bhinnan Atmanaha Bhinnan. Atmanaha Bhinnan. Means they're all different from Atma. Different from Atma.
Okay.
Different from Atma. Means what? Means this guy says, I am Atma, but the body is very different from Atma. Atma is here, body is here. Or Atma is there inside the body, somewhere in between it, inside the heart, somewhere it is there. And that Atma is the one that travels. That is wrong, no? That is correct means what? That is the Rajasika Jnana. It is wrong because the whole body is Atma. Everything is Atma, really speaking. Advaitam means what? Sarvam khalu idam Brahma. Advaitam is not, there is Atma and then there are all these bodies and everything, objects are there, the world is there, Atma is different from the world. No, that is not Advaita. The world is Atma, is Advaita. Like the wave is water. But if you say water is different, wave is different. Water is different, ocean is different. Can you say that? You can't say that. You can't separate the water from the ocean. If you want ocean to be there, water also must be there. If you want wave to be there, water must be there. You can't separate the wave out of the water out of the wave. Here, Atmanaha Bhinnam. That is the meaning Shankaracharya is giving for Nana Bhavan. Nana Bhavan. So it's subtle. I agreed. I did not explain all this. But Nana Bhavan refers to that, taking the bodies to be distinct from Atma. Distinct from Atma. Separate from Atma.
Right. And then also different kinds of Atmas too.
Yes. Different types of bodies.
Yeah.
different types of bodies, and
different attributes.
different attributes. Yad jnanam sarveshu bhuteshu jnanasya tad jnanam dirasam. Okay, yeah. So definitely he doesn't think of Atma as Ekam. Atma is Anekam. There is an Atma. There is an Atma which is not identical to body, but that Atma is as different as the number of Atmas is as many as there are bodies.
Got it.
Correct.
Got it.
Because next to Shloka is saying Ekam. Our previous Shloka is already said Ekam. So this has to be Anekam. Pruthak. Pruthak means Anek. Even Atma is Anek hai. Shakaracharya doesn't say Anek, but he said Prati Shariram. So Prati Shariram he says. So
Prataktveena tu yajnanam nana bhavan pratakvidan veti sarveshu bhuteshu tajnanam viddhi rajasam.
Prataktveena means Anekena.
Okay.
Ekatvena. Yeah.
Prataktveena means anekatvena, right? Anekatvena.
Correct. Anekatvena. Because Ekam was said in the previous Shloka.
Thank you. Thank you.
Prataktveena can be distinguished, contrasted with the Ekam of the previous Shloka. Good. Now it's a good question. Good question. Premaji, please go ahead.
Guruji, I'm going back to Antarjyoti, Bahirjyoti, Pratyek Jyoti, Paratparaha. Jyoti, Jyoti, Swayam Jyoti, Atma Jyoti, Shivosmyaham. Okay. So Jyoti, Jyoti, Atma Jyoti, how does it blend into Shivosmyaham?
How does it blend into Shivosmyaham? Again, those who, the context of the shloka is, again, today morning's Dhyanam, where I mentioned what I had heard in the meditations that Puja Swamiji had conducted, and that is, that particular Mahamantra is there for Nididhyasana, which says that Antarjyotihi, Bahirjyotihi, Pratyak Jyotihi, Paratparaha. The next line is what? Jyotir Jyotihi, Aham Jyotihi, Atma Jyotihi, Shivosmyaham. Like that. So, this Shiva, what is Shiva? We ask. That word comes from the root Sham, Sham, from which we get Shanti, and then we get Shambhuhu. All those words come from Sham. So Shiva also comes from Sham. So Sham means what? Mangalam. Mangalam. That which blesses is called Shiva. There's only one thing that blesses us. What is that? Anatma or Atma. There are only two things in this universe, Atma and Anatma. Which one can bless us? Atma only can bless us. So Shivosmyaham is same as saying Aham Atma. Atma Aham. Not the Sharira, etc., Anatma Aham, etc. No, I am Atma. So that Atma which is most auspicious, which blesses me, is who I am. So in an absolute term, Shivosmyaham is Atma. In a relative sense, whatever blesses me is what I am.
Thank you.
That's the way to look at it. So the question was, how does Jyotir, Jyoti, etc. blend into, look at Premaji's question, blend into Shivosmyaham, the way she's asking it. Nice. I like the question itself. Anything else? Good. So we will.
There is one Shiva Stuti, says Shivam, Shivakaram, Shantam, Shiva, Shivatmanam, Shivottamam, there is something like that. Shivanetra Pranetaram.
Shivamarga Pranetaram Pranadosmin
Shivama.
Sadashivam.
Yeah.
Yes, it is there. Shivam Shivataram Shantam.
Shivam Shivagaram Shantam Shivatmanam Shivottamam Shivamarga Pranetaram Pranadosmin Sadashivam.
Shivamargam Pranetaram Pranatosmi
Sadashivam.
Sadashivam. Good.
Shivastuti. Shivastuti.
Correct. Yeah, it's all
There
there.
is also this Pavanasham Shivan's song is there. Parat Para Parameshwara.
Para Parameshwara. Vachaspati. Vachaspati.
Vajaspati.
Ragam. Yeah, nice. I like that song very much. Parat Para Parameshwara.
Sanjay Subramanian sing this.
Parvati Pate Hara Pashupate.
Pate Hara. Somebody should sing. Some of you should sing all these things. You're making me sing. Anybody know? Hema, பாட முடியுமா? Prema,
பாக்குற மறந்து போயிடுது. பராத் பரா பரமேஸ்வர பார்வதி பதயே ஹர பசுபதே பராத் பரா பரமேஸ்வர சுர சுரர் தொழும் பாவன சுர சுர தொழும் பாவனம் சுந்தர சரண ரவிந்த ஆனந்த சுந்தர சரணாரவிந்த ஆனந்த பராத் பரா பரமேஸ்வர ஹரி அயனும் காண ஹரிய ஜோதி ஆதி அந்தமில்ல பழமனாதி புறமெரித்த மூக்கண் கரும்பேயந்தன் புறமெரித்த மூக்கண் கரும்பேயந்தன் புண்ணியமூர்த்தி சுப்பிரமணியன் தந்தையே புண்ணியமூர்த்தி சுப்பிரமணியன் தந்தையே பராத் பரா பரமேஸ்வர பார்வதி பதயே ஹர பசுபதே பராத் பரா பரமேஸ்வர. ஞாபகம் இருக்குமான்னு தெரியல, இதை பாடிச்சு.
Very good. Very good. I thought it was Parvati Pate. Is it Parvati Pataye?
Parvati Pate Parameshwara.
Because next you said Parvati Pate Hara Pashupate. There it says Pashupate, not Pataye.
பசுபதி.
So I think very good. So,
In some places they say it's Parvati Pate in some lyrics.
Very good. Regardless, I think.
In fact, எனக்கு
Vachaspati.
வாசஸ்பதி.
Vajaspati.
Patamal's song Patamal's.
DK Patamal's what?
This song you should listen.
பாட்டுக்கு ஒரு பட்டம்மாள், நோ டவுட் அபவுட் இட். கச்சேரியில கேட்டா அப்படியே எழுதிக்கலாம் பாட்டை. டிகே ஜெயராமன் பட்டம்மாள் ஒரு வேர்டு விடாம எழுதிக்கலாம். நான் அப்படிதான் சின்ன வயசுல சம்ஸ்கிருத பாட்டெல்லாமே எழுதினு வந்துருவேன், நோட் புக் எடுத்துன்னு போய். அவ்வளவு கிளியர் டிக்ஷனா இருக்கும்.
Yeshuda's diction also is super.
We have
Remaji, you cannot do
Yeshuda's
that with Madhuri Mani.
diction. Yeshuda's diction also like that.
We have a student of DK Pattamal. We all know. Mahesh ji, you also know. Haraprasad, you might know. Vaidya, you will know.
Yeah,
You know what her name is?
yeah, clearly.
Chitra Dharmarajan, right?
Chitra Dharmarajan.
Yes. Chitra. And she's, of course, she's a great singer. So, very good.
In-laws Madrasல இருக்கா சித்ரா தர்மராஜன்ஸ் in-laws. Yeah, I think I know.
Right. Yes, correct.
Correct.
மயிலாப்பூர்ல பெரிய ஸ்ப்ராலிங் காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ்ல
Right.
வத்சலா மாமி's daughter இல்ல.
Right.
My sister's friend she is. My sister knows her.
Yeah, her father-in-law passed away recently, last year.
ஆமா மாமி வயசான மாமி தனியா இருக்கா மயிலாப்பூர்ல. நான் போயிருக்கேன் அவன் வீட்டுக்கு.
He is a great educator. Great educator. She retired as one of the high positions in the Tamil Nadu education department.
ஆமா மாமி
has-
வத்சலா மாமி is
Very,
amazing, very knowledgeable.
we used to have a lot of conversations and very well known. Call her something. Pay my respects to her. Okay, 8:40 here.
Thank you.
Om
Thank you.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Anvantaraye Amrita Kalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.